10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is happening, guys? How are we all? Sorry, went a little bit over on the mic there. I wonder if there's... What is going on, NATO? How are you, buddy? Ooh. Knocking stuff around there. Did you like my little intro? I think you're the only one to see it, so... Let's do it again. Hang on. I know you won't mind. Let's go 5. Alright, I gotta turn the audio.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
How do you like them apples? I think my audio is a little bit out. Hang on. How's that sound? I think I need to... I know you like that kind of music, man. We have one person watching. Surprised that's not me. So, how are we all today? The main reason why I wanted to do a live stream is a little bit of a comparison of coral prices, because I know there's a massive difference between a lot, and here I have an example of a good reef store over here. This is Reef Secrets Aquarium in Burleigh Heads. This is my LRS, and it's where I pretty much get all my corals from now. They have some pretty decent prices, but they also have some rather expensive pieces coming. So let's check it out. Is everything working alright? Yeah, cool. It would want to be good, to tell you the truth, NATO. I've invested in all this microphone crap and whatnot, just so you guys can hear me properly. Can't talk properly, but the only thing I need to get is a decent webcam, because I didn't realize you couldn't stream on a camera without a video card, which is another $300 expense. See, something like that. True bubble tip anemone, 600. It's pretty nice, but it's pretty steep. And here you got all your fungies. What are they? $12. That's $12 Australian too. So take a quarter off that, and that's US dollars. We're about 75 cents to $1 at the moment. Alright, what do we got? So more so appropriate. Look at that. I kind of might go buy that Scully. How much? Yeah, how much? This person right here, Sky Ross, she keeps stealing coral off me. She gets to it quicker than I can, and this store sends it all out. It's not just a go pick up and buy, so they send it out before I can even get 180. Oh, that's pretty steep, even for over here. Something like that bleeding apple would be about 55. So I think I'll give that one a miss. I actually, my green Scully got stung by something the other day, and it's got a bit of a patch coming out where it's, yeah, you can see the skeleton where they're really spiky, and it doesn't look good, so I'm not really too happy about that. But what's up? What's up, AL? Sorry, man, I hadn't been looking at the chat. Alright, Let's actually do something here. Alright, let's go have a look at some SPS. So, 25 bucks. 40 bucks, that's a bad picture. 30 bucks. I don't mind that piece. That's 25. Kind of purpley green. 25 again. 40 for a colony. It's purple. Doesn't really look it. Is it, what type of Monty cap is that? It's like really weird. I haven't seen anything like that before. Is it a Monty cap? Does anyone know? Another Monty caps. Oh geez, that was a boring album. Here's where I think these are some of these pieces I might be going to pick up. There's a big Favia 55. That's a decent sized piece. Another Favia. Dude, they're giving them away large. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Over in Australia, we don't, because it's not a big hobby, no one's actually taken the time to frag everything up. So you go into stores and most of the stuff is more expensive, but it's big colonies. And you think when you're starting up, you don't want that. You want something that's a smaller, not a smaller colony, a frag. So if you kill it, it's only cheap and you don't really care. So that's why I figured I'd frag some stuff up and sell some stuff off. That is a really nice Favia. In person, that it's like blue and red. It looks amazing. But I have too many Favias at the moment, and they're arseholes. Favias. There's an enchilada. But this, oh no. No, that's an ACAN. Another ACAN, 25. So 20 bucks for that. That's actually expensive. 25. That piece is 35. I think I'm gonna get that. It looks better in real life. It's like purpley, greeny blue. 25. That's, yeah, I'll get that. 25. I like that purple and orange. 20. I know this is a bit repetitive, but I figured I wouldn't mind if someone showed me the prices over there. I know it's easy enough to look up, but alright, 5 years. Yeah, we've seen all them. Another nice enchilada. Another one. That piece. I think I'm gonna get that piece. It's probably about that big. 45 bucks. But as I've come to learn, the enchiladas, if something touches them, they'll melt them. Not fun. Ooh. I like that. Lobo. That's money, that yellow. Yeah, I know. There's a fair few over here that actually look pretty nice, Nato. I definitely will pick me up a few pieces. That 180 bucks. It is bigger than my head, but I've seen it in real life. Same as that piece, it's actually quite large. 160. I haven't seen that. That is a huge piece of Favia. Crap. 80 bucks. Seriously, when you think about that, that's 60 bucks. I could make it. We'll count the polyps. Just in that area, there's like 15. It's crazy. That is a nice piece. 120, but. And it's got some funky thing. That's one thing I really don't like, especially just kind of being fresh into the hobby. Like I've been in it, 8 months now. This, it just scares you when you're new. You don't know how many things there could be out there. Well, I don't know. That's how I took everything. 75. I'm going to get that piece. I should almost ride on it. That's commitment, but I've just spent well, me and my partner have just spent close to $2,000 getting up to Darwin for this reef show that's happening in October. So that should be nice and fun. It's called MACA, Marine Aquarium Association. Yeah, anyway. We get to go to the largest wholesaler of corals in the Southern Hemisphere. So they should have some nice pieces. I'll definitely get you some footage from that. What's up, Ari? Hey, it's bedtime. No, it's not fucking bed. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that. Well, it's my stream. I'm allowed to do what I want. It is 2:10. That one just slipped, but people, I didn't mean to do that for the 4 people watching. Yeah, that one. Get an OG Red Planet. No, back row's out a bit for me at the moment. I think that orange one looks nice. $35. That is money right there. What the hell is going on there? Even that, $35. That's a nice acan. 35 again. 45. Geez, I'm gonna be spending a bit of money the next time I go down. You know how much I like me some acans. Is that a Lobo or is that? No. I don't even know. Does anyone know what that is? Nope. Well, we'll move on. Hang on. Airy, there's some nice torches here, quickly. 35 gold torches. Look how many there is. That's stupid. Makes you realize how many are getting taken. Hammers, 150. These are some decent sized euphyllias, but... So how does that compare? Like, say, well, obviously not that one, but for like a toxic green hammer, say like a 6 head, how much would it cost over there? Well, so, yeah, could be a Wilsonite or whatever they're called. Sounds like a chemical. I'm probably getting it wrong. Don't know, Ari. I thought it was kind of a Lobo, but I have been wrong many times before. Frog spawns $40 each, $100 maybe. So that's US too. So we're getting them for $40, and that's $30 your money. And man, they say some of the torches and euphyllias aren't very hardy from over here, but my 2 have gone from that big to... My torch is seriously bigger than my head. Easily bigger than my head when it's fully extended. It's an asshole. I have to probably get rid of it because it's taking up too much real estate. Duncan, $30. I think that's back to the start. As I said, guys, I know this gets a bit boring, but who doesn't like looking at corals? We'll go back to the gonnies. I want some, actually, fish. This is a good example. Picasso pair, $4.40, and that's actually cheap for over here. So some of your fish, stupid prices. I know where to go, actually. Have a look at this place at Google. They actually stock a lot of the higher end. I swear I can normally type. Alright. Let's see what they've got in stock at the moment. It is... yeah. Alright. Blue Tang, 300. Banded Angelfish, 1,950. So nearly $2,000. Black Tang, that's cheap for a Black Tang. They actually went down. Blue Triggers, 150. $15. Has anyone seen any of these blue tang, yellow belly blue tangs? I've got to keep looking at the chat. Sorry guys, I fail. Wow, that's expensive, NATO. As you could see, them purpley gold torches were easily 2 heads and they were $30. Your logo looks like 2 R's because Rex looks like a butterfly. Well, thank you, I guess. No, not a gem tank, the yellow belly. I've never actually seen one in real life. Yellow belly tang. Apparently they're from Kenya. Must be a different type. See, copper band, we did get some stuff for cheap. $26, but look at that next to it. $6,850 for a Chaetodontopus conspiculatus. What? Who has that kind of money? $2,400 for crosshatch triggers. Coral Beauty, $30. Good deal. Disappearing rats. I hear a lot of people have them, but they find them as jerky. Exquisite wrasse. That looks pretty nice. That yellow belly. Stupid money. Yeah, I know. It's even a flame hawk, $90. Flame angel, $150. That's a Kenya one. Look at this Gem Tang 3.8, and that's cheap. That's pre-order, so Gobi $30. Gold Nugget Clown $600. Yellow Eyed Cold Tang $110. You guys have them for like $30. Even a Nessarius Snell $8. Trochus Snells are $15 over here, man. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking to one person. I probably am. Percular Clowns $400. Selfish $35. These guys are awesome, but they grow so big. The 6-bar angels, amazing. There's a really nice one at the SeaWorld here. I had a video and it showed it. It's really cool. Oh, Trocus now, $10. That's actually cheap. Might go get some. Yellow Tang. Yellow Tang, look at that. 60 of them. They had 120 the other day. So what's that say for this Hawaii stuff? It's kind of bad when you see 120 fish coming in one stock. Like, who knows? That was 3 days ago. And this is the same. Oh, I don't know whether I should say that. But some of them could have perished. Let's just put it that way. Holy hell, you'll get asked. You're not allowed to say that, NATO. Airy, should I give you mods? I don't know whether that's a good idea. Not at all. There's only 2 people. What's up, Racing Reef? Maybe you can have mods. You might be more sensible than these 2 turkeys. Alright. What have we got? Let's go back to the coral. Holy shit, man. Christmas tree worms. He has some nice stuff on that, I must admit. Geez, we're actually going back here. He posts a lot of stuff on his site. So anyone local, look at that. Pretty amazing looking Christmas tree worm. There was if you go back up here, there was a story from Reef Builders, whatever he's, yeah, that, Jake Adams. When he came over to Australia for his series, that was his Gold Coast story he went to. I can't talk today. I think it's the nerves. Yeah, I do love you, NATO. You're right. Just no silly words, alright? I'll just put it like that. So what's the time over there in the old US? I'm pretty sure you're all from US. Everyone who's talking anyway. Alright. here we go. SPS, this is what we want. $35. That is a pretty nice piece. It is really nice, actually. That's basic. I don't like Monty's, hey. Although, I swear, touch wood, everyone touch wood, otherwise you get the boot. I think the nudies are gone. I haven't seen one since last time I actually put the video out on them. So that was 3 months now, I believe. So if they're not there now, hopefully they're not there at all. So we still have some bleach patches where they ate on the cap itself, which are kind of growing algae because they're dead. But apart from that, the piece is growing. The edges look amazing. So them people that say nudies are hard to kill, yeah. But with a bit of persistence, I swear it only took 4, maybe 5 dips within 2 weeks, and they were gone. And a toothbrush, good strong toothbrush. Don't be afraid to scrub that thing. Congrats. So put the $5 away. Got, what's that? $35. That's to steal. What was that in reference to? Oh yeah, probably the coral. Yeah, that acro. That's what I meant. I really want to get some more acro, but I just don't want to kill it. But this piece is actually doing really well in the quarantine, apart from the algae, the hair algae that's growing off the dead patch. So I think I've just got to frag that bit out. You get lots of pests over there, but mate, you get lots of pets everywhere. I suppose by the time some of the stuff goes over there, it probably gets dipped a few more times, so you guys in your frag stores see a lot less, but hey, it's all come from the ocean, mate. There is plenty of creepy things out there. Every year, there's hundreds of things that get discovered, new things that have never seen before from the ocean. So that's why I quarantine, that's why I dip so profusely and make sure I try and do everything, be proactive to keep them out of the system. So $20 for that piece, like, you can't go wrong. 25, $50. Like, that's a pretty decent. I don't like the real sticky pieces. I like a more clumped together kind of colony. Don't know about you guys. How do you guys feel? What would you prefer? Something that's like nice and twigged out, or a clumped up colony? $30. That's cheap. What have we got? Yeah, he bumps for me. Yes, racing Reef. My cars would make a good race car. My 180 in the garage. I've got to get it on the road. Hey, I built it 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, and it's been sitting there collecting dust. I've never driven it since I crashed the previous car and swapped everything over, so did all the engine into it, and yeah, it would be. It's got about 365 horsepower. It's pretty. It goes alright. Little SR. They're only light cars, man. They're really good for sliding. 4th gear, it'll light it up. Okay, enough car talk. $30, $35, 35 seems to be a common price. 35. Did any of you guys answer whether you like a colony or? I burnt my clutch up on my Corvette. I haven't. You should change that. Clutches are easy enough to do, man. I got about 201 horsepower. That sounds like standard spec on a new car right there. I don't like these new cars. Too much electronics, man. My 4B just, the starter just went on it, and it's the biggest pain in the ass, where it was so simple on all the old cars. you have to deal with computers, and not that I can deal with computers, but stuff in the last kind of 7 years, it's too complex. They're making it all too crazy. There's too much to break. I don't think I'll get a new 4B, but that's about it. On the Corvette, tranny in the back. Yeah, it is true. Is 2? Is that standard spec? Yeah, it is. They're a weird setup. They've got like the tunnel drive down to the gearbox. That's weird. No jokes, most reefers are car people. I think to be a reefer, you have to have a little bit of spare money. And to have spare money, you normally have had hobbies before. So, yeah, I think there's a fair few. That's a pretty fair statement. I would say at least 40% of reefers, like, used to own a maybe modified car. But there's still the snobbier side of reefing, the guys that you don't see in all these chats and all this kind of stuff, the people that think they're a bit too good. Not naming anyone in particular, I just know from reading forums and stuff, some people think their shit don't stink. Alright, $20. That piece looks dead. We should actually do... But yeah, there's some decent prices on here. How about some Lobos? Lobos and Chalices, they're pretty expensive. I don't know if that is a Lobo or a... When I go up to this show in... Actually... Yeah, there's 7 watching now. I should make you all sit through my little intro. Yeah, you gotta do it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, yo, yo! Man, sorry, that was a bit loud. But how y'all like that? Yes. I'm sorry, Noto. You're the one true loyal fan. I know as soon as you see that notification, you're in, brother. Mirari Romero. What's up, man? Dot. You didn't like it. I'm sorry. I've also got an outro bit. Hang on. What have we got? 3? There we go. There's a little brief look at my tank. And a little video. I did a little edit. Lots of vacants. Some vacants. Just a little shameless plug there. And plus, how good am I? I've even got my outro. Alright, let's go back here. And look, my shirt. My missus bought it for me. I didn't know, I swear, but she was gonna get cut if I didn't wear it. So, do you like my... I'm sorry about the quality. I could only stream in 480 because this camera and whatnot. But I made sure I put some effort into the actual stream setup. I could have just gone on Google Hangouts, and that probably would have been cooler. We'll do that at some point because I want to make sure I can actually have you guys and chat one-on-one. But for now, this will do. Yeah, we'll get to it, NATO. Seriously, man, I didn't know how to edit videos at all. It's really not hard, and I'm not good at it. It's easy to make something look viewable. So, give it a shot, man. You got nothing to lose. Oh, Airy, I hope you like that, buddy. Cheers, racing. Reef? Yeah. I want to say Reefer because my name's Reefer. And Reefer. Airy, get rookie Reefer panties on. Do you now? Someone's got to actually come in here that is sensible and go in the chat and put your name down, because I'll give you mods so you can ban these douches from, keep them in check. Alright, that's nice. That's 150 bucks. Does anyone, is that a Lobo or is that a Indophilia? Super much. NATO. Look, you just for shits and giggles, you'd mess with people. I know you too well. Alright, 45. 45, that's a small piece of chalice for 45 bucks. On hold, that was, I believe, 120. It's pretty expensive. 65 again. So you gotta see, some things aren't so cheap over here for us either. What have we got? 15 bucks each. I don't even know what they are. Like butt corals. No, I call them Scolies butt corals. Actually, that was my girlfriend that said that in the first place, and I just went with it. They're good. I like Scolies. I swear that first Scolie I got is a different type, but because it's the puffiness on it is, yeah, it's out of this world. Well, so yeah, well, so yourself. Super mod, lol. It's like we've been friends for life. Yes, it is, NATO. I love this YouTube community. Look, 7 months ago, but in January I didn't have a tank. So it's good to definitely know all you guys, and it's good to be able to give back and show that I appreciate you subscribing to my channel. That's for sure. I like to put a little bit of effort into my videos, so I hope to think that people enjoy watching. I know it's not everyone's thing. I know I not put a bunch of music in, but like, come on, as you can see, I've got a professional grade mic and a mixer here and stuff. I'm trying. Give us a break. Alright, Reef Secrets. Show some love and go hit that thumbs up, because I swear there's none. Alright. Chalice again. Scolies, how much you guys paying? That's 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Too many corals. That's actually a nice piece. I like that. 75 bucks. How much would that guy be over there? I know you guys have some nice chalices because you can get them from anywhere. We're stuck with Australian things. Alright, buttons. Goldie. What's Tracky? Trachyophila. Yeah. Naughty. NATO. I think you might be right. Trachyophila. Because the Wilsoni isn't quite the same. Yeah, I think you're right. Could be an acantholemia. There's, yeah, true. true. I suppose there's a lot of different types, and that's what we can't. You can't just generalize with the one coral because there is so many different types in the one genus. So there's, yeah, I find different corals like different things. You just got to put it in a tank, see what it likes, see what it reacts to. My purple torch, I didn't realize I had the flow on it way too much, and one of the heads was almost like melting away, bent over. It's been like that for 4 weeks and it was okay, but I saw it yesterday, moved the flow a little bit, but now the acros aren't getting as much. Quarantine's hard, guys. It's worth it, but I hit that thumbs up first. I appreciate it, man. Night, Airy, man. I'll see you next time, buddy. Thanks for checking in. Alright. But yeah, that gives you a bit of an idea anyway. I've got to go take the dog for a walk. It is 2:36 p.m. over here, so it's got to make the most of the sun while it's still out. Puffer fish. Oh, that's loud. Ooh. Sorry. Again, torches. What, 150? That's pretty expensive, but it's a big piece. He's taken off the prices. Oh no, it's the same piece. There we go. Gold torch. That's nice. That is really nice. In time. Oh. He's got some pretty nice looking fish, but he always handles them. I don't know about that. For the pictures. 6 line. Humbug. Look at it. That's tiny. That's a silly looking fish. If you've got that fish is silly, man. Color band. Nice looking blue. Gobies, bang eye. Tamini, they're really hard to get over here. $70. I was actually really cheap. Tempted to get that. Stopped it. Stop it. It's a nice fish. You don't see many like that with the orange fins. Must be like fresh out of the ocean thing. Like, butthole trumpet coral. Really? Oh no. Is your cold? Yeah, he's good, man. He's great. Next time I actually do a stream on my phone in Hangouts, I'll show you all the tanks. I should. No. The lights don't come on. Actually, the lights are meant to be on. I extended them last night. And I turned the timers off. So, what is everyone's dream fish? What would you love? I myself, I know they're overrated, but a gem tank. I would love a gem tank. They are a magnificent looking specimen. What's that? Same here. Is it seriously nearly 12 o'clock? You guys better get to bed. I'll make sure I do one of these streams a bit earlier. I know it's late over there, but time varies. See, in Hawaii, it's only like 7 p.m. I think. Same here. Oh, Michael Ikmal's tank? I'm guessing you mean it. Put ick in your tank. Man, that's not good. Ick, marine velvet, all these things. I feel sorry for you. when you're buying fish, guys, you gotta make sure price isn't a factor. Price really isn't a factor. You have to be happy with how that store treats all them fish, because that's a determining factor. Like whether they have precautions in place, whether they quarantine the fish a bit. Certain things can help. Ozone, UV on tanks. It's one of them things some people don't like, some people do. Where I've only got 3 fish, 2 Ocellaris clowns and my yellow-eyed coal. I've got both of them from the same store. He runs ozone and UV, and his tanks always look pristine. It was the first restore I ever went to. His coral stock was a little bit lacking, but so I have to go back there and check it out. I'll take you guys down one day, and we'll do both the reef stores are within 5-minute drive of each other, so we can go down and check them both out, see what they've got in stock. Tamini tang, man, I'd love to have one of them guys. But I love my coal tang. I got a bit sidetracked there, yeah. But make sure you're happy where you get your fish. Check how they treat everything. Make sure there's no visible ick on any fish. You got to remember, most fish stores have their systems hooked up all in one, or at least a row on each filtration system. So if there's ick in one tank, look, it could be in others, that's for sure. I wouldn't run the risk. He's good looking tang. I don't mind the lipstick tang. So many of these tangs get way too big, but I just, yeah, gold rim Achilles, yeah. Same here. No, it's all good, Ricky. We have. What's that? No, it's all good, Ricky. We have this the time to be on here, so it's all good. Racing Reef. I appreciate you on then. If it wasn't for you and probably 2 or 3 other people, there'd be no one watching. I'd be talking to myself. I'd still be doing it, but the old fox face. All these fish get way too big. That's one thing when you're first getting into the hobby, and I know we all know this, the people that are actually watching at the moment, but maybe someone might watch this on replay. And when you're first getting into a tank, take size into consideration. Definitely get as big as you can, because otherwise you're going to be limited by what you can keep. And it's the most annoying thing. See, I only had the option of getting my system's about 80 gallons. But I'm one of them people, I'm not going to go put something that grows big in my tank. I'm not one of them people. So I wanted to make sure that was his forever home. So coal tang or a tamini, they were my only 2 options, and I was a little bit devastated at that at the time, but I love my coal. He's cool, man. It's just, I don't know what I'll get next if I do get fish. Any suggestions? Something that'll get along with the coal tang? My magnificent fox face stressed out the coal, and it broke out and took out so many. Man, you really don't have good luck, Nato. I don't know whether it's luck. As I said, it's one of them things, guys. You gotta make sure you don't just go for the cheapest fish you can find, all that kind of stuff. Because in the end, your tank's probably going to suffer. All of us, no one sets up a tank in the first place and goes, I'm setting this up for a year and then I want to put it away. It's meant to be something that you want to keep. You want to keep doing. You want to, obviously, the fish are going to live for a fair few years, and depending on what coral and how good you are at keeping them, you're going to have coral in the tank. So we get into the hobby to stay into the hobby, and we need to get more people staying in the hobby. And I don't like all these stores just selling crap fish that are killing everyone's tanks. And obviously, hey, if I had that happen to me in the first place, I probably would have shut the thing down and sold everything too. So it's good that people like you, Nate, actually keep going, but at the same time, I feel like maybe you need to find a different source, man. Maybe, I don't know. I go, word of mouth is a big thing, and if you can find a place that has a good reputation and has people actually willing to put their name on a review that says they have good service, good fish, then chances are it's normally a good store. You got to obviously do your own investigation, but I don't know, just so many people rush into things, and it's not the way to go. It's not the way to go. Reef tanks are something that take a long time to mature, and if you're just sticking a bunch of fish in at the start, you're asking for trouble. Stick a bunch of coral in your tank. Like, who doesn't like a bit of coral? I know people think it doesn't move, and it's probably maybe not why you got into the hobby, but coral's going to be way more resilient. It's not going to... You're going to have a lot less issues with it. If you can put your tank up, pretty much run it through its cycle, put some coral in it, let that coral sit there for a month, then you should be right to pretty much quarantine some fish in that system. But when I say that, I mean make sure you have fish that you're happy with, that visibly have nothing wrong with them. Put them in your tank, 2 or 3. That's max, absolute max. Preference would be 1. And leave him in there for 6 weeks. Keep an eye on him. If you have any issues, if you see anything come up, pull that fish out, put him in a separate tank, and treat him with copamine or whatever. However you want to go about it. But at the end of the day, there is ways to do it easily. You just need to be patient. There's no rushing. You're going to have problems. Racing Reef. Okay, well, thanks for saying that. I'll take it into consideration. It's one of the things, like, a lot of people don't have the option. Like, a lot of people don't have that many reef stores near them. So it's understandable, but if you're just getting something because you want it, it's probably going to end bad. You need to see something and see that it's good and go, okay, I might pick that up. It's one of them things, isn't it? It's it differs for everywhere too. Alright. Look at these things, they're amazing. What are they? Emperor shrimp. Get me a pair of them. I swear they were like $250. Whew. That's one thing, our crustaceans over here are stupidly priced. You're looking at shrimps, cleaner shrimps and stuff, at least $100, depending on the type. What else have we got? Just there's a good insight for you guys. There we go. What's that? The ATI sun fixture. Sun Power T5. It's a 6 by 24 watt. That's on special, and this guy's doing it for cheap for $625 over here. And that's really actually quite cheap. Most other places would be about $1,000. There you go, Nate. You like you some. Actually, there were some way better gonnies. Where'd it go? Wow, this mic picks up. I like whisper to myself and it picks it up. So sorry, you guys are hearing everything right now. Alright, Gonnies, let's go. Is that kind of big enough on the screen there? Oh wow, my picture's really dark, isn't it? Oh well. Well, thanks for that. Back. What's up, AL? You used to be Snoop, yeah? I'm confused. But AL, awesome bloke. Cheers for tuning in, man. You have to drive 2 hours to closest reef shop here in Minnesota. If I want to get something, I don't know America, so I think NN is Minnesota. That's racing reef, man. 2.5 hours. That's insane. You got to kind of even factor in the drive home. Then that's crazy. Yeah. In that situation, it's a really hard call. What do you do if you only kind of have the one reef store that you can go to? Maybe you need to move. No, I'm sorry. I'm just spoiled for choice, I guess. Even I say there's no reef stores in Australia, but I live on the Gold Coast, which is where the Commonwealth Games is next year. So it's one of the major cities, and within 20-minute drive, I have probably 3 or 4 reef stores. This one here, that was the one I did my first video on when I found some dead fish, and I wasn't too happy about that. That was one of my first videos. Not one of my first, probably like my 5th or 6th, but wasn't it a good introduction to the store? But there's 3 others that I still like to go to. There's 2 that I mainly stick to. That is Guppy's Aquarium Warehouse and Reef Secrets Aquarium. Both have some good stock. Gary at Guppy's, awesome bloke. And Darren at Reef Secrets, he's pretty cool too. He's actually sponsoring the show up in Cairns. There's a bunch of companies sponsoring it, but it's kind of interesting because I'm wondering how many people are going to be up into this reef show. It's the only show we have in Australia that I know of that is anywhere near this size. You might have your frag swaps and stuff like that, but this is the only actual marine show. It'll be interesting to see how many people are actually there. So I go up to Cairns for 6 days. Cairns is right on the Great Barrier Reef, and I have my drone, so we should get some good footage. We've got some snorkeling booked and all that. I've got the GoPro, and Mrs. has got one too, so we can get some good footage hopefully, and you guys can see a bit of the Great Barrier Reef, a bit of my neck of the woods. So Gonny, that's actually an Alveopora, $45, pretty cheap. $80 for a Gonny. That's a nice Gonny, 110, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Gonny. It's a nice piece. Sorry guys, I didn't. Yeah, you're right. Lucky, I have about 25 LFS in Dallas. Well, NATO, maybe you need to pick better then. If you're having all these issues with the old eek. Is that blue center on the Gonny? I'll go back. It's an Alveopora. Yes, it is blue and purple. $45. That's pretty cheap. Yeah, you're right, Rookie. The drive is nothing but a drive I must get. Racetracks, yeah. That's one thing we don't have around here. Even though it's like a main city, the closest actual decent racetrack is. Yeah, 2 hours, good 2 hours each way. So I feel you're on that one, Racing Reef. I'm just a bit luckier as it comes to reef stores. The streets are open. Dude, the drone footage is... No, that drone footage wasn't awesome, NATO. That was my first time and only time ever flying it. So I'm going to get some more practice under my belt and make sure I get some decent stuff. You know, I can edit half decent, but so we can hopefully get some good videos. I'll probably be doing several videos on up in Cairns, like one of the diving, one of just a general Cairns thing, one of the show, and definitely 100% one of the largest wholesaler, Cairns Marine Aquarium. So that's where we'll be going. I might even do a live stream from there and see if they have some nice pieces. That's the last day I am in Cairns. I've done that on purpose, only booked accommodation until that Sunday. So if we find some nice pieces, I'm gonna ask if I can buy. So we'll see how that goes, because from here to Cairns is a 23-hour drive. And we hired a car. My missus hates flying, so she decided that we're going to be driving. So 23 hours each way. I guess if they can send Coral overnight, then I can maybe get it home in 24 hours. Let's see how that goes. The streets are always open. Yes, they are, NATO. The driver's noted. Yeah, NATO, are you down near that flooding, are you, buddy? That's, it's looking pretty crazy over there. People say that the climate change isn't a factor. Yeah, right. You just watch everything get worse and worse. It has over here already. The summers are hotter, the winters are colder, everything's messed up, and America as a government doesn't want to do shit about it. That pisses me off, because the more they pull away from things, the more it encourages other countries. You look at Russia. Russia's going to benefit from global warming. But hey, I like my reefs. I want them to stay around for my kids to see, and their kids possibly. Alright, we're on the same thing. Look at that orange gonny. Bet you haven't seen one of them in a while anyway, because I certainly haven't. $100, that thing is magnificent. Orange gonny, what do you think of that, NATO? NATO, I'm in Dallas. Houston is about 3 hours from me, but yeah, dude, even here we are feeling the Harvey. Feeling the Harvey. I shouldn't laugh about that. That's a gonny. Yes, that is a gonny. It is amazing looking. I like it. Alright, we have... Yes, some more purple. Purple's a bit basic. How much were they, but? $85. $33. That's an odd price. That piece, it's like bluey, purple, green. I actually like it. $45. I've got too many gonnies, but look what you did to me, NATO. They take up so much space. Gotta cut them suckers up. That's not good. We have 9 each in the one day, but nothing like that. Yeah, last year we had a bit of a flood here. We had, I think it was nothing in comparison, but we had 120 mils in a few hours, like 5 hours or something. Oh, no, 120 centimeters, sorry. So what's that? 4 foot. 4 foot of rain in 4 hours. This is a bit. It flooded. There's a video. It's titled, "Sorry Boss, don't think I'll make it to work today." 'Cause I didn't. $65, that's a nice gunny. I don't know. Gunny. Ooh. Look at that. Alveopora. That thing's. What do you think of that, NATO? That's really nice. Yes, you do, Rookie. I seen that video. Well, I appreciate you watching, Racing Reef. The girlfriend and I were going to go to San Antonio. Then the hurricane started forming and all the rooms started getting booked. So many people evacuated. We decided to stay away. Probably the best move, yeah. You don't want to go near bad weather, that's for sure. There's no reason to venture towards it. Another really nice one. I don't mind gunnies, but getting over them. Alright, well, I'll probably have to go soon. As I said, I've got to make the most of the sun. As I say that, there's not that much sun outside. It's starting to get shady anyway. That's a nice chalice. But look at the price on that. Hang on. What did it say? 75. But you can see there, that's probably what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably about 5, 6 inches by 6. So I suppose not a bad sized piece. How much would that be over there, Nader? About. Yeah, Nader, them alveoporas with the blue center were, the Goni as well. It was really nice. I was asking about the other one. Okay. It's hard with the stream lag. That's what I mean. That one, $150, and that's only a small piece. That seems expensive to me. I don't know. I haven't seen one of those here. Yeah, I suppose there's a bunch of different types of chalices. You don't see many of these like full big knobbly ones over here. They're mostly more of the smoother, smaller, polypy ones. Looks like butt there. Alright. More fish. More fish. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Some form of angel? Harlequin tusk. Who even buys them? And they eat everything, don't they? Racing Reef, buy it. It's only $150. No, that's expensive-ish for that chalice. I remember seeing an awesome rainbow chalice that was comparable to one I saw over there for 2,000 for 120 when I first started the hobby, but I thought it was an expensive piece, so I didn't get it, and I didn't want to kill it. Look at that. That is nice. 450 golden chalice. Look at it. Look at it. That is another level. Look at that. That's a big piece of chalice too. But it looks like it's lava. That chalice, that's a nice piece, but $450, that's a lot. What's the most expensive you guys have ever bought a piece of coral for? And even if you're watching this on playback, make sure you leave down in the comments. I want to know. I want to know how crazy people are about coral. Because you're gonna have people that are spending $30-40 max, and you're gonna have some people that I'm sure have them 1,000-2,000 and plus pieces. Crazy. It's a big investment. That it does. My most expensive is $250 for a 3/4 nummy acro. What's a nummy acro? I'm gonna look that up. You better be spelling that right, NATO. Nummy acro. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nubby. Oh man, I'm too on the ball. Nubby. Nubby acro. What the hell's a nubby? Ooh. So, is that a type of acro? Or an actual, like, specific colour? Because there was some of the acros in the list before. 100%. Some nice pieces too. Hang on, what do we got? Not in that one. Where are we? Yeah, here. Alright. Sustainable reefs. Not that one. Hang on. Is that one? No. Is there more? Maybe 25. That's cheap. 35. Look at that. 45. They're nice. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Number 3/4. I know my accurate name is RRC Orange Passion. Alright, I just call it Nubby because. Oh man, what do you got me doing, NATO? Looking like a fool, but I love orange. Yes, me too. Almost looks like a pavona. Don't know. What is that? Kind of basic green and purple. Yeah. That. Is that what you're referring to? Because that's what. No, it mustn't be. That must be a different type of acro where they're. Or maybe not even acro. I'm bad with the twigs. I haven't ventured into their land yet too much. But that's definitely a different type. You can see all the polyps there are a lot closer together and don't raise off the actual skeleton as much. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Meliopora. Okay, so I clearly don't know the difference between the two. They're both twigs to me. I definitely will do some more research. It's one thing I've never really researched too much because I kill acros. No, I shouldn't say that. Oh, I'm not really acro's biggest fan, but at the moment, I guess I'll get there one day. Need a more stable system. Putting them in a quarantine system is a little bit harsh on them, I think. That's nice. $5. Cute little piece. $10. He's encrusting well. And on the actual frag rack. That's nice. $10. I like that. How much would like a piece that size of whatever that is? Maybe that's a milli. Yep. It's all in the name, people. It says rookie Reefer. That's my disclaimer. How much would a piece like that be over there? The hairy sticks. Yes, the hairy sticks. $20 each for some green pieces. So, I'm guessing that's Mixelopoulos and that's acro. Sounds about right. They look a hell of a lot different. Tell me if I'm right down below. Some nice little frags, but $25. These are all actually mostly grown out of his home tank. There's a nice huge system he has to frag up all the time. There we go. Pavona. A nub would be 10 to 25 depending on the colour. Can't really make it its colours on the little screen here. Alright, give me 2 secs. What are we gonna do? I know what I can do. I'll add a scene. Go scene 6. We'll add video capture. No? Display capture. Okay. Alright. Is that a bit better? Now you can't see my ugly mug. Yeah. Excuse me and the missus in the background. I should have probably changed that. $30. They're pretty nice. Look at that. That's some amazing colour. I know you guys have some pretty spectacular acros over here, but we're stuck with what we've got. Can you see that any better? Yeah, that's nice. Ooh, 35. You can see the hand for reference size. The hell is that? Dunno. Green. Alright, we're already hitting 3:15, so probably 5 more minutes, guys, and I'll have to go take the dog out for a walk. Go get everything done. What else? Yellow. Do you guys see many yellow acros over there? I don't see many in people's tanks. But these yellow acros are pretty spectacular. Hang on. There's your green dust. Ooh, they're nice. They're real nice. I don't get that, but 35 for that one or 35 for that one? Which one would you pick? Ooh, they're nice. Blue. I believe Mr. Reef Dude's just got a blue Mixelopoulos. I think that's a Mixelopoulos. I don't know. I should research before. Bird's Nest, $25 a piece. Yeah, man, there's the good sized chunks from NATO. Yeah, they're pretty decent frags. So yes, there are frags over here, but mainly only of acros for some reason. Dog is asking for a cheeseburger. Don't, you're making me hungry. I haven't eaten today and it's already 3:15, so I probably should get onto that too. Nope, yellow is very limited. My only yellow is the pink lemonade. How does that make sense? Pink lemonade and it's yellow. Is it not pink? Or is it just like a really light yellowy pink and it's not a yellow? I should have just Continue to read the comment. Rookie, take my dogs for a walk too. I'll ship them right to you. Maybe the missus will. She's always keen on. What type of dogs you got, Racing Reef? I love dogs. I got my white German Shepherd. She's a good girl. Bird's nest are given here. Yeah. Well, not here, but I know they're a bit hardier than the old acros, so that's why I got my piece. I think I paid $25 for my piece. But again, you got to remember that's like $18 American, so it's still, we're not talking massive money here. Alright, some more. I want to find this. There was this really big yellow colony. I don't know where it's gone. I want to show you before I go, but it was really nice. Was it in this? It was recently. Look at that butt. Size of that colony, $30. It's pretty decent. Good price. Yeah, they're good though. Either way to get started. Yeah, well, it's a good beginner stick type coral, I guess. Look at that. That's nice. 35. So Mixelopoulos is a bit more. Are they hardier than the acros or roughly on par? Here I am asking you guys. German short hair. You have a black lab mixed with German short hair and Reefer? What? Okay, I know the other two. Sounds like an interesting mix. Casey would love to give her a walk, I'm sure. What else have we got? 35, that's nice. That's a decent sized colony. Like, give that a year in your tank and that's got to grow a fair bit. Okay, it says NATO. I like how you can shop online and for good prices here the minute they get put up and they get sold. Yeah. As I said, not being such a big hobby over here, you definitely have more choice a little bit. But as I was saying earlier, that one Sky chick keeps on snaking the one pieces I want. She got 2 A-cans that I was meant to get, and there was something else that Scully she was asking for. Yeah, they're good either way. I noticed my millies like to get beat with a lot more light and flow. I had noticed that my acro's kind of not sensitive to light, but I swear I was almost burning it at, I think, 30% on my Ocean Revives on blues and like 15 on whites. So that's down, I think, about 25 at the moment and 10 white, something like that. Really low. But everything seems to be happy. So it's one of them things, isn't it? You can kind of just read your coral. Where's this yellow piece? I want to find it. That's pretty nice. Look at that. $30. I noticed Racing Reef. Lol, I can't stop laughing at how you said. Don't make me say it again. We Marina. We Marina? We Marina. Oh man, I need to go back to learning dog breeds, I guess. That acro is sexy. That not so much. There. Look at that. No, that's still not the one. Look at that butt, a white piece. Do you guys see many wiener? Yep, that's about how it came out. Do you guys see many of the light pieces? You said you didn't see many yellows over there. That's another really nice light piece. What have we got? Yellowy type. Another green. Huh. Mustn't be in that folder. Zoas. You guys like Zoas over there, don't you? I don't like Zoas. What, $35? Some Zoas are really expensive over here. These are quite cheap, $30. Pallies, 20. 75, but apparently look crazy under blues. 45. So there's some nice enough pieces. I got put off Zoanthus because they come with so many pests. Well, they have so many pests that can target them. What, the Zoa spiders, you got Zoa eating nudibranch, they're susceptible to a bunch of different things. So, just went away from them at the start. $10 per puller. A few mushrooms, yeah, I suppose you don't. Mushrooms, that's one thing that's stupidly priced over here, like Rhodactis. And humours and stuff are just... Rhodactis not so much, but your humours, obviously we don't get the, what's the other type? Yeah, we don't get them, but the humours, you're looking at $300 on average for a basic looking one. Some nice $10 per polyp. What do we got? Racing Reef. Rookie has something else on his mind. No, I certainly do not. I have food on my mind and I'm hungry. NATO, I like my basic yellow brick Rozoa. Well, as I said, I'm just not... They don't do it for me that much. I don't know. But, yeah. Still even looking at the nice ones, not their biggest fan. But that's... Some people just like certain things. I don't get Bang-Eye Cardinals. I think they're ridiculous fish. I don't like them. But you can see there, but that's how... What do we got? Salt. How much? Just wanted to see how much does it say. Aquaforest salt. That would be at least $170 over here. So we get stung for salt. Your Red Sea Reefer Pro, $170 for a bucket. So, just because we have cheap corals doesn't mean we get everything cheap, that's for sure. We get stung on everything else. Where's his Groves? He's got his gay pride. No, I don't think he's gay. It's just an interesting picture. 130. So you still do have some torches are just ridiculously expensive over here. 130. I'd class that as expensive, considering they have pieces that look the same now for 30. What do we got? I swear that... Ooh, what's that? What is it? What is that? NATO, yeah, I just stand in amazement how people know their names and can tell the little differences. It's, yeah, I don't know. When I'm going up to the show, I had an option to pay $100 extra to go see some dude and do a day class where you got to do coral taxonomy and find out how to tell them apart, but yeah, it was another $100. I couldn't be bothered. This is an A-can. Ooh, what's that? Another gold chalice, $150. That's a smaller piece, but on these, Favial. How's Favia priced over there? Like how? You can see that piece is $80. Massive piece. That piece is $80. Huge. Blastos. Blastos is still pretty expensive. How much is that? It's pretty cheap. 45 chalice. There's that Echinata I was telling you about before that I want to get. It's 45 now. It's pretty nice looking piece. I don't know about you guys, but I like it. Have a good night, Race and Reef. I'll catch you next time, man. Per head, they average around 35. Ooh. Per head. Polyp? For a 5-year. 35. That can't be right. That can't be right. So you're saying no. Per head, average around 35 for one of them. No. No. No, that can't. NATO said yes. Well, that piece is 80. And there's probably at least 120 polyps there, at least. Man, that's minimum. Yep. Far out. So Favi, I can't believe how expensive Favi is over there. That's a nice piece of Favi. Again, $80. Or is that the same? No, it's not the same piece. It's pretty cool, but look at it. It goes from red to purple, yellow eyes. All your basic Favias are nice and cheap over here. Like, yeah, you look at these guys. Look at that. That's actually pretty cool. Half purple, half green. How does that even happen? It's actually straight through the middle of that polyp too. That's cool. Alright. Oh, that's nice. UFO. $75. That's pretty cheap. But yeah, these 5 years go for nothing. $30. $35. Look at that. Half of it's dead. That's what you have to kind of know to look for when you first get into the hobby. You start seeing skeleton around the edges, little dead patches. It doesn't look like too much to you when you're first getting into the hobby, but normally it means issues. And if you're not going to buy this with the intent to frag it up, I would say most of this will keep receding. It has happened on a couple of A-cans I've got. Doesn't really matter. It seems to be just, I don't know whether it's like slow tissue necrosis or something, but this patch of skeleton that's bare just seems to be affected and it'll just grow out. So unless you cut that off, that's about the only way to stop it, it seems. Favia, 45. Casey. Come knock on the door soon because I'm just a bit annoying. I guess I have to go because we need to do some. There we go. There's that A-can I said earlier that was 35. Look at it. I like that. That's a massive piece. It's probably about. Oh, you can't see my fingers. Probably at least 10 inch by 4 inch, like 10 inch long, 4 inch wide. Pretty decent price. $35. Ecanada. 45. That's good. Yes, hello. 45. That's good. That was the one that she stole off me. Look, this one. I was trying to buy it, but this guy Ross, she bought both of them off me. What are you gonna do? Alright guys, well, pretty much that was a good little test stream anyway. I'll make sure I get on next time on Google Hangouts and we can all actually hang out and chat together. I appreciate each and every one of you coming to check us out. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and I will see you next time, guys. Peace. Nope. Yep. Nope. Bear with me. Bear with me. Yes, I know, babe. Computer freezing. Oh my god. Technical difficulties. Alright. There we go. You can have a little view of my tank. Alright guys, I'm gonna go take this dog for a walk anyway. Make sure you look after yourself. I will definitely catch you on the flip side.